Hey everyone, it's Katie with Stamp It Up with Katie, and I have a tutorial for you, and I'm making little fabric notebooks, and these are just awesome. This is I believe it's 6 by 6, and it open it up, and it has this one I actually used Whisper White cardstock and Stamp It Up. It's so smooth, but yeah, it seems like a lot of paper, but it doesn't take that long to cut. And I've also got one that is a popular size. It has a cupcake on it, just because I thought that was cute. And also inside, it's got, with white cardstock. And so you can put as many or as few pages in these as you want. That's the nice thing about these journals. Is you can put as many pages or as few pages as you like, and it's not a permanent binding system or anything, so you can take it apart if you need to. But let's just go ahead and get started. What I'm going to use is this wonderful fabric that I got from, oh my gosh, let me see. It's on Etsy, and it's on actually it's called modafabrics.com, MODA fabrics.com, but it was on Etsy. Came in a pack, great deal. But this is what it looks like, and then it's pretty cool on the other side too. It looks like just a gray version. So now I'm going to be making 3.5 by 5, the smaller one that I just showed you. I'm going to be making this one. And so what you need to do, and this is how I do it the easiest way, is you're going to take whatever your width is, you can use custom sizes, you can put, you can make it 4 inches wide, or you can make it, 14 inches wide, 14 inches wide, that would be huge. you know what point I'm trying to get at. You can make it 8 inches wide, whatever. So, I keep this around. This is just basically my little template, because it measures 11 by 3.5. So 11 because the width is 5. So I'm going to sorry, I'm really tongue twisted today, and I apologize for that. So I'm going to turn this over onto its back, onto the back side, so that I can trace it. And I just trace it using a zig marker. And you're going to need to make 2 of these. Okay, like that. So I'm just making a line here. Oh gosh, boobs are in the way, sorry. Yes, there's still a scab on there from my sunburn a month ago. I hate trying to draw on fabric. It always kinks up on me. That's the nice thing about using a dark color, is because the ink doesn't show through as nearly as much. It won't really show up on this one, I don't think. I'll have to take a look and make sure. So as you can see, I've got my lines, and then I'm going to scooch it over. And going to trace it again right next to this one. That way I only have to make one lengthwise cut on the left side. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. I'm just trying to line this up, and I'm so tired. I haven't slept much. It's just not cool. Okay, I think finally got it lined up, I think. So, come up here. Sorry, I know my chest is in the way. Come up here and trace around this one as well. Okay, so now that we have those two segments right there mapped out on our fabric, I'm just going to go ahead and cut. So I will come back as soon. You need to get a different shirt on. Jeez. I will come back as soon as I have these cut out. Okay, I am back, and I have my 3 sorry, camera fell over. Cleavage again, guys. Oh my. It didn't look like I did any more damage to my computer though, so that's good. Put it down here so it can get rearranged. But my 3.5 by 11, I got 2 of them cut out. So we have that. And then what I'm going to do is use felt. I've been using just batting, but this is easier to cut than batting is, so it won't be nearly as sloppy. I just got these at Joann's for the specific purpose of making fabric journals. Okay, I'm gonna get, where's my tip? Got it about a quarter of an inch to the side, and a quarter of an inch at the bottom. And you only need to cut one of these pieces. And this part you don't have to be perfect with this, because if it's not straight, nobody's going to notice. You can't feel it. You can't feel it underneath it when it's put together or anything like that. So, as you can see, mine's not perfect, but like I said, it'll work still. Okay, so cut out my felt. Now I'm going to turn one of these over, and right with the back side up. Get over here. Then I'm going to lay my piece of felt down like that. And if you want it to be really puffy, you can add another layer, but I found that they work just fine with the one layer. And then I'm going to use, this is a no-sew, there's no sewing involved in this, because I'm a sucky seamstress. So, excuse me, got a little fly away here. So now I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm going to put some glue on the edge. Then I'm going to line this up so we have it glued down. And I will do that for the rest of the base journal here. Okay, so mine is not perfect, so this is where I usually come in and do lace all around the edges, and I'll show you right now that we have it folded. You can have it folded up like that, and that's going to be the size of your journal. So let me go ahead and put the lace on, and I will be back. Okay, ladies, I'm back, and I've put my lace on, and I do this around the edges because the edges aren't perfect, and I don't want them to fray. So I put this lace over it, and I use hot glue, but a lot of people like to use Fabri-Tac when they're using anything with fabric, of course. So Fabri-Tac will work on this as well. And if you're a good, seamstress, then you can sew this too. But right now we just have this long piece, and now we need to cut paper to go inside of it. And I have already cut out. There are 20 pieces of. I cut them a 1/4 inch smaller on each side than the width when it's closed and the height. So it's 3.5 inches high. So these are, or no, it was 1/2 inch. So this is 3 inches by 4.5 inches, while this is 5 inches by 3.5. So I hope that made sense. But I went ahead, this is an extra card that I made because it has the marks on it from where I want to use my big bite to punch holes. I'm going to take a few at a time so it's a little easier on me. And what I like to do is take a binder clip and put it on there, just like that. That way they don't slide around. Oops, I forgot to put my little template in. Okay. Now we're good to go. And I'm going to use the 3/16 hole punch. Okay, so there's one. And then there is the other. Alright. So now I can take this off and do the rest. Now we'll fast forward through the rest. Okay, so I have got all of these cut, and we're going to get rid of my little pieces here. And so I've got all of these holes punched. I'm going to save this for other journals that I make, so I can know where to put my whatchamacallit, to where to put the holes for the pages. So the next step is to take any type of like ribbon or twine, or I always use lace. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. I think I'm just going to use some white yeah, I like the white. I'm going to fold it in half perfectly, just like that. And so that's going to be your final size right there. And then I'm going to slide this in here and see how far over to the edge it needs to go. And this one right here, I found the spot. Take my big bite again. I love that this punches through fabric. Okay. Then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to line up my punching hole little holes here, and use that as a guide. Okay, so now we can start threading through. You want to go through the back. If you want to do eyelets on this, that would make it so much easier to thread, because sometimes it gets difficult with all the fabric and the felt in there. It's even worse with batting, which is what I normally use. So I'm liking this felt thing. It's a lot easier. And now I will do the other side. Okay, so we have the foundation of this totally complete. And voila, you have a little fabric journal. So next thing to do is just to decorate. And for me, I'm going to use this flower. Sorry, my computer went to highlight screensaver. Sorry, I'm not talking well today. I've had really bad sleep problems. So I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, I'm going to glue that down. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and it took a lot of editing. I haven't edited yet, but I know several places where I need to. You can see if I'm going to learn how to do the black bar thingy over the cleavage. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!